Alrighty, PG-13. This is G.I.Joe. My top 10 watercraft. But first, we have more news. What? Even more news? That's right. Super7 scary monsters. We have a Bride of Frankenstein. We have Frankenstein, and we have the mummy. Now, I'd actually like to get a couple of those mummies. You can probably use them as like bodies or something, and then have some sort of zombie attack. You're fantastic. And then there's the 250th anniversary. So I don't know how well these will come in, but you can go to the International Toy News, and you can look at these images yourself, because the camera might not have them in focus. There is a snake eyes, which they should have actually had that one camouflaged, because it just looks like crap. But I still might get it. You have to pre-order these. There's Duke. Now people are saying that, you know, we maybe should put Chuckles' head on him instead of Duke, and you got a cool Chuckles. You know, I don't know how well these images are going to come in. They might come in better this way, but they look pretty cool, and I'm super excited. Even though it's painted flesh tones, it sucks. Painted flesh tones. Maybe they're cheaping out on the head or something. I don't know. But this is the one I'm excited about. Lady J. So this should be fantastic. She's got a spear. That's going to be awesome. And I'm excited for this because I did have an issue 1. I gave it away. And now it's karma. It's coming back to me. So hopefully they'll make issue 6. Also, don't forget Operation Recall. They're available in May. And this is really not... Oh, there we go. They have... here you go. Oh. We're having technical difficulties with this stupid camera. Anyways, I'm just going to do it like this then. So they have... I know Cobra Lang will like this because it comes with a wrestling... what do you call that? Wrestling belt. Anyways, we're having technical difficulties here all of a sudden. Son of a bitch. So, it just keeps doing it. Seriously? So we're going to do this. Now, again, they got the Night Ops as well. I think that'll be in year 2 of the Night Ops. Not 100%. You can go to 3D Joe's and check out those figures. Why is this doing this to me? Stupid camera. Anyways, I'll show you the Night Ops here. But they also have a different belt too for the wrestling. That's going to come out. Oh yeah, here it is. The silver one. So you can do WWF. And I know the Cobra Lang loves it. Loves the wrestling. But the Night Ops figures look awesome. And this one is Desert Ops. Look at that. These images are fantastic. But anyways, go to 3D Joe's and check those out. And like I said, we do have some of the figures in hand from Wave 1. Make sure you get your Wave 1 before they sell out. There's only 1,000 figures left. So they can sell out fast. 1,000 figures of each. But anyways, we're going to start off with my top 10 watercraft. We're going to go through it, and then we're going to talk about the vehicles. Number 1 is the Piranha. Number 2 is the Devilfish and Tigerfish. Or Tiger Shark. What do they call them? What's Tigerfish? Anyways, then this one is a favorite of mine. It's the 2009 Mantis, which there is other ones. They're just called something else. But there's probably 4 versions of this. It's this fantastic looking vehicle. Anyways, the Chameleon. That's Zartan's vehicle, 1984. Then we have... This is also called a Night Landing Craft. And it is... Oh, what year is that? 2001. Got this new out of the box. Then we have another Night Landing Craft. The Cobra one. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is number 6. Tied for 7 is a jet ski. And now the Spy Troops, this looks like a sub, but they call it a jet. A spy jet. So I don't know. but I would use it for both. And now, this is a favorite of mine. I did have when I was a kid, the Manta. And well, I keep screwing up the number count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is number 8. Number 9 will be the, is that also called a Manta? I'm really screwing myself up. And Stalker's little kayak. Those two are tied for number 9. And number 10, just because they both suck, because the sub really didn't open well, and the rat was hollow, but the rat has a cool weapons on it. So those get the number 10 spot. I mean, we could have pulled out the hovercraft stuff, or threw in a shark. But we'll just throw those in just for the sake of having fillers, because there's really not too many to. Now, Piranha I never owned as a kid. I got it later on. I'm missing the depth charges still, but I might want to pick up 2 more of these eventually down the line. And they do have little missiles underneath too. Look at this, just pure power. Look at this engine, it's this rugged engine, full force. Now I love that. I did have these as a kid. I love the devilfish here. I got 3 of these, I think, or 2 for sure. Well, plus that one. So I want to get maybe 1 more for 3. If I can get any more of these, I will down the line. And they do have a couple of torpedoes. Common part that's lost on these is the hoses. People just screw around with it. There's engine covers. Twin engines. Roadblock. Here. It's too bad this didn't swivel. But I guess you just went like this in your boat. Now this I never had as a kid, but I did pick it up. And I was like, wow, this is kind of cool. You know, you fit different figures in here. It's got the little claw. The claw. Push this button and it clamps onto your figures. And these slide out. Fire button. Boom. And then these oscillate. You can, you know, tip these a bit. But that is one fantastic, cool vehicle from Modern. And it's even got a little cannon at the back. So someone's on your 6, you can shoot them. That's awesome. Sorry we didn't include the Cobra Battle Barge because it just sucks. It looks like it should be part of a base or something. Now the Chameleon I do love. My friend had it as a kid. Yeah, my friend. When we were kids, my friend had this. When we were kids, we got to play with this a lot. We'd be outside. It changes color. Zartan's vehicle. Wow, we're going way back to the future. And there is 2 Back to the Future figures, but I don't have those images yet. So I think we're getting a Marty with a hoverboard and another Doc. I wanted a Biff, but oh well. Now this night landing craft only holds 1, but it's got a hook. I don't know what you're gonna do with this if it doesn't fully extend. Doesn't pull out. So it's just there for show, I guess. Or to look annoying. It's got some cool lights. But again, it's got the twin engines with little propellers. And it just goes up and down. I don't know if it'll float. It might. But it only holds 1. So that's the drawback there. But this night, maybe we should switch these around. This one just looks cool. It's got a little a little radar and everything on the back. But anyways, the night landing. Oh, I'm gonna switch these around. Screw it. The night landing craft I did love. I had this as a kid, and it's only got one engine. It's got a machine gun. It comes with a shovel and a black knife or machete. But those don't fit in the figure's hand, so I don't put it in the boat. And it also comes with another machine gun or something. But anyways, I do like this. It holds 2. Now, this, if I can just get over here. This comes out of the bug. There's 2 of these jet skis. These are fantastic. You know, you can do your Mad Max thing, have your dreadnoughts on them or whatever. Wish they would have made like a set. You could just buy these individually. You know, small vehicle sets. That would have been cool. Buy like a 2-pack of them or 3-pack. And this should be a sub, but they call it a spy plane. I'd probably use it as a sub because it just looks like more of a sub. You know, you're flying your stealth jet, you drop your sub. See you later, Doc. And well, this one you always put your frogmen on. You know, your cobra eels. Or if you had like a saboteur going into battle. And there's no missiles on. There's the missiles on the side. There's nothing underneath. That's pretty simple. And this one's made out of Pentucket, which will never happen again. Oh, sad to see. Now the Manta I did love because, you know, you had the machine gun on it, and you're surfing. And even like you could, you know, it has one missile, but you could fold it up, or you could take this off and you just have a surfboard. I did play with one of these. I got it as a mail away when I was a kid. It was a lot of fun. And Stalker, that's 89 Stalker. He came with this kayak. Now it does end up breaking. You have to be careful. They do yellow and stuff too. But this gun can break off at the stand. It's supposed to be like a backpack, so we could carry it. Poor Stalker. Forced to carry his load. And then we had the Rat. Now this is kind of cool because this opens easily, and these guns do swivel to the side, so you get like a huge ray. These are supposed to be like things to slice through the weeds, I guess, or the Joes. Now it would have been better if it wasn't hollowed out and these little jets could rotate or something. Now the sub, I know that G.I.Joe gloves this thing, but I mean it was just impossible to try to get this open all the time. You have to like figure out which way to pull it open. Hopefully, oh, didn't break. It does fire missiles. Alright. so it's super hard. I don't know what the hell that is. But anyways, it's pretty basic and crappy. You know, I couldn't have put a hatch or something that opened nicely. So anyways, it's hard to open. And that's why it shouldn't even be on the list. But we just use it as a filler. Would have been nice if it would open nicer, but it sucks. So all in all, that's my top 10 watercraft. Now we're gonna have a jam-packed year of figures to get. So again, like I'm gonna have to get some more for my daughter. Now there is other vehicles we could have included in the water, but these are just the smaller ones. You know, like the water moccasins, but those are more of a mid-range. Oh, I cannot fit this back in the thing. We're having a lot of technical difficulties. I think my stands finally had it from just pulling shit in and out of it. Oh, there we go. Alright. So, we're having more technical difficulties over here. So anyways, make sure you are ready, because this year is going to be jam-packed. Also, those Super7 figures are pre-orders. So you'll have to probably go to Big Bad Toy Store or Entertainment Earth. And don't forget, there is also other lines coming out, like Action Force towards the end of the year. Delta 17 will have something at Joe Fest, and they'll also have more figures coming out at the end of the year. And, oh, we're almost out of time again. But anyways, I hope you love my top 10. Firefly. This is a lot of fun. I do want more of these. Now, you know, you could have 2 or 3 of these. It would be cool. Same with the Piranha. Eventually I'd like to army build some more of these vehicles, because the smaller vehicles are fun to have when you have more numbers, but it's always better to have large. And we're going to do an overall top 10 out of all the small vehicles, so that'll be the next one. But remember, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit that like button. Cobra! Top 10 water vehicles.